I mean, girls, they're playing their role. They're doing their job, man. That's what females do. They look at the difference between girls and guys. Even just growing up their whole life, there's a certain the female nature. It wants to be pretty and beautiful and cute and seductive. I mean, look at the little girls that work their dad. They can work their dad easier than the son can, because that's what they do, man. That's their nature. So I got to where I appreciate it. I like seeing that aspect because, like, I don't have it. I'm not a girl. I don't have that natural biological, programming and the way they move. And I remember I was talking to the girl's mother, and then her daughter came in between us. She was like 10, and what was she? She just wanted attention because she got tired of me and her talking, me and the mother. And so she got in between us. and she learned it from her mom, just that girl nature. Got the attention back on her. A guy can't do that. He doesn't have that. So now, of course, because we live in this world where there's a lot of selfishness and people want to get things. They want to use you to get things. Now a woman, she goes about that in a different way than a guy. When a guy wants to get something, I mean, they can use more force, more, brute force, more guy stuff to get things done. Aggression. Girl uses seduction more to get that. And that plays out in relationships. And then guys can get hurt. But I've said before, you got to get hurt to get strong. This is how the heart gets strong. It gets broke, and then it gets strong. And I remember when a girl, well, I've had a few. I say you have to get your heart broke a few times to get strong, to get real strong. And even then, if it happens again, you're still going to feel pain. You don't become some robot, but you bear it easier. But the instinct, the reaction when my heart hurt after the relationship was to blame her. And this is what both guys and girls do in relationships. And this is the purpose of relationships too, it has many purposes, but one of the purposes is to get us to where it digs underneath the fingernail. A person can think, oh, I'm doing really good and I'm immune to everything. I'm super great. And then you get into a relationship with somebody you love and it ends and you get your heart broke and then you have to feel things you're not used to feeling. And you feel weak. So then the mind wants to blame the other person and it'll tell your friends, like, look how bad, look what they did, and I can't believe this mother, and all that. That was my instinct too. But then a deeper part kicked in and said, wait a minute though. Hey, you were with her. You signed up for this whole thing. And why are you so hurt anyway? Like what? Who cares she did this or did that and like why do you feel hurt? Not to answer it on an intellectual level, that's not how you get through this, but the point of that dialogue was to see, oh yeah, no matter what she did or didn't do, it's like, I'm responsible. She's showing me some areas in me where I'm weak. So I had to own that. And then I started to get free. Intruders coming, it's a girl. You'll see. How's everything? All right. So then I looked, I had to start looking at that and owning that. Then I became free of it. Because you don't want to get to where you're like these people who are just misogynists. They don't like women. Why? Because they're hurt by them. And they want to keep that blame on them for the rest of their life. But then that guy is like, he's imbalanced. You want to get to where you appreciate the woman, you appreciate her energy and the role that the divine's playing through her, you appreciate it. You don't want to be resentful at it. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to spend personal time with them. I enjoy women from a distance. There's a few that we have, they have to be tuned and mature and at a certain level where if we're going to spend personal time together, because otherwise I'm not interested, because I already know like how that works. You get to where you can see a situation, you can analyze it because you've been on the planet long enough and you had enough experience. You just know if this situation is going to be good for you or not, and you can ascertain whether or not, okay, it's cool if we just see each other when we see each other, we talk when we run into each other, that's enough, that's sufficient, or like, should we talk also on the phone? Maybe send some messages to each other sometimes, or should we also, maybe can we go out to dinner, or can we maybe go somewhere, go to Costa Rica and spend a week together? Should we have sex? Should we not? Should we not even talk to the person, period? We have to know these things, and you're never going to be safe 100%. Everything can backfire. But this is why I'm a proponent of living life, because you realize these things. Is she marriage material, if you want to get married, or girlfriend material? Do I want to have kids with this person? You got to spend some time and get to know them. You want to get to know their subconscious. You want to see like what's going on there. Not the character or the face that they portray in the first few months or year. You want to see what's behind that face. You want to see how they act, how they really act. Yeah, you want to get to that. Then you can make your decisions about if there should be some long-term commitment or not. Man, I forgot totally what the title was. Well, I don't know if that's still going to be the title. Yeah, we'll see what the title is. But freedom isn't from dismissing women and somehow then that gives you a false sense that you conquered them. No, the real way, the real balanced freedom is you appreciate the women, but you don't need them, nor do you resent them. I'm just telling you, that's the only way to be. Otherwise, you're going to be, there's something going to feel off in your life, You're going to be carrying, you don't want to carry stuff. Hope I'm going the right way. You don't want to carry like bitterness and resentment and this is all ego and arrogance. You want to be, when you're centered in yourself, you can let God's creation play out the way it's supposed to play out, with all its different levels of maturity and different levels of consciousness. Like, you understand all that. You don't take it so personal. And if you get into a relationship and you realize you made a mistake and you get hurt by it, you take responsibility for it. That is what makes you strong. And then you'll end up attracting a higher level girl because you went through that process. You didn't get have a breakup, and then you just go and get high or get drunk or get in another relationship real quick to make that go away. Nor did you just say, the hell with women forever. No, you went through it, you owned it, you took responsibility for your feelings, for your decision to be with them. You gave it up to the girl. It's like, okay, she has some strong stuff. That's the tax. That's the tax for being in a romantic relationship and having sex and allowing your heart to be vulnerable to love. Like, that's the tax I got to pay. Okay, I understand. Like, this is how life works. What are you going to do? Then you're cool. And you don't hate the women. You don't hate the women. It's not that you don't hate the women for their sake. No, for your own sake. Because remember, you don't want to live with that stuff. And then you'll be free. This channel's about freedom. It's not about taking one position and, alpha male all the way. No, It's like you want to be free inside. This is what we're constantly pointing to here, and it's not for most people. I know that, and I'm glad. It's for those select few. Those are the only people I'm talking to. All right, I'll see you.